Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Sagittarius for the month of January 2022. I hope all my Sagittarius friends are doing great. I hope you're having wonderful holidays. As you know, dear Sagittarius, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. Dear Sagittarius, in the past position, we do have the Ten of Swords, clarified by Temperance. In the challenging position, we have Strength, clarified by the Six of Swords. In the present position, we do have the Five of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Wands. And in the future outcome position, we've got the Empress, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Really strong spread. Let's get right into it. The month of January is going to be quite busy for you, dear Sagittarius. I think that there will be some, especially in the beginning, there will be some kind of going back and forth with people in your life. There's going to be a little bit of disagreements. There's going to be a little bit of disappointments, but everything is going to end well. All your plans are going to go through, and I think you're going to be surprised by how things change towards the end of January, dear Sagittarius, because I do honestly believe, and these cards definitely confirm, that the worst is over. The worst is behind you. We do have the Ten of Swords here in the in the past position, which of course is a card that is all about this person lying face down because he's been through everything that he can imagine. And it's a card that I sometimes describe as death by 1,000 cuts. There's not just one sword in the back, there's 10 swords in the back, telling me that you really have been through it really kind of over and over, but it is over and it is behind you. For some people, it could be that there was a difficult breakup that they had to go through. For others, it could be difficult time at work where things were just not going the way you needed them to go. For others, it could be maybe giving up some studies and pursuing something else, maybe relocating and realizing that it's not as it's not what you expected. But definitely the Ten of Swords is a card of completion. It's a card that suggests to me that you really have gone through an ending, some sort of a failure, and this event that happened kind of continues to have an after effect on you, an aftershock on you. Maybe it still has some control over your thinking. I think you've done a really great job putting it behind you, which definitely took a lot of effort and time and energy. It's interesting that the Ten of Swords here is clarified by the Temperance, because Temperance is all about healing and balance and adapting to new kind of situations in your life. And clearly it did not work well, because we do have the Ten of Swords here in the major position. So something that you really wanted to see work out did not work out. It could be that a situation brought out the worst in you. It could be that a person in a situation brought out the worst in you. But there was definitely a lot of toxic interaction in the past, which is of course now behind you, which is really great, because it gave you the experience from which you learned. It gave you knowledge from which you learned. It made you stronger, and it created a really strong foundation for you, from which you continue to benefit to this day, dear Sagittarius. Now, in the challenging position, we have Strength, which is a major arcana card. When you have the Strength card as an obstacle, it definitely suggests to me that there are some low vibrational emotions you may be feeling in the month of January, like anger or maybe fear, or maybe some jealousy even. But there's definitely a lack of self-control that you may have in the month of January for a little bit over a week. Definitely there may be some feelings like you are not being supported by other people. You may feel judged by others as well, but this is temporary. It will kind of end well because we do have the Empress in the future outcome position, but still, you know, there may be some worry and some anxiety associated with having the Strength card in the challenging position. Sometimes we get the Strength card when there's someone in our life who is very, very overbearing, who is a very a strong personality, and they tend to just kind of roll right over everyone else. So there may be a little bit of a defense that you may need to put up to protect your vibration, to protect your energy from a person like that. And it's interesting that we have the Six of Swords here in the clarifying position, because the Six of Swords generally it's a really good card, you know, meaning that you're moving away from a situation you don't like to a better kind of situation. But when you have the Six of Swords in the challenging position, definitely there may be some delays. So you may not be finding a solution to a problem that you have in the month of January. And there's going to be a little bit of disagreement, some fighting in order to get that solution. But there will be some delays because we do have the Six of Swords in the challenging position. You may feel a little bit confused. You may feel a little bit lost, which contributes to the delay. You also may feel drained and tired in the month of January. You know, that's why you've got the Strength as well in the challenging position, because you have been fighting. I mean, come on, you've just gone through the Ten of Swords time period, so you are going to, you know, be slowly kind of recuperating and slowly finding your strength. And the month of January is going to be a very, very first step towards your goals and towards your dreams, because 2022 is definitely going to be a very interesting year. Make sure to check out the yearly reading that I'll be doing later this weekend. Now, in the present position, we do have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. You're definitely here fighting for something that is really very important for you. You're fighting for something that means a lot to you. There may be some arguments, there may be some bickering. You may feel a little bit irritated by what you hear from other people. You may be a little bit annoyed by some of the demands that you receive from other people, but you're definitely standing your ground and you're doing it really well. I mean, the Seven of Wands is all about being very defensive, highly competitive, but maintaining control. You are definitely in an advantageous position because you know, you're standing on high ground here with the Seven of Wands. Perseverance is very much required in this combination. You will get what you want as long as you consistently stick to your sort of efforts, consistently stick to your beliefs. You know, then you will get what it is that you're trying to accomplish. In the future outcome position, we do have the Empress, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. You are going to be moving to a better situation. Better relationships are going to be surrounding you. Remember that the Empress, you know, she is a very high authority figure, you know, very much like the Emperor, who is all about discipline and structure, and he's very high achieving. I mean, the Emperor just rules the world, if you will. The Empress gets what she wants. She enjoys luxuries. She enjoys having comfort. So expect, you know, having a lot of comfort and luxury towards the end of January. Expect your family ties to become stronger as well. You know, people that you consider family are going to be very supportive towards you, dear Sagittarius. You know, and overall, you're moving towards abundance. You know, after all this fighting and sticking up for your beliefs and, you know, feeling tired and not really moving forward as much as you want. You're finally progressing. You're finally making that big push. You're leveling up and you're gaining that stability. You're able not to just relax, but you're able to relax in style. You're able to really focus on what you want and get all those things that you really do enjoy. The Empress will manifest amazing fortune for you, dear Sagittarius, towards the end of January, as a kind of gift, as a reminder that the divine knows everything you've been through. The divine sees that you've been fighting really hard and standing up for your beliefs. But let's see what we can clarify with the two mystical wisdom cards that I pulled. And we've got Dragonfly, live life to the fullest, and Competition, summon courage and self-confidence. Wow. The dragonfly lives near water and represents the ability to be emotionally strong and flexible. It is one of the only creatures that can fly up, down, sideways, and backwards. Living your truest life is a responsibility. Do not let it be trivialized or lived superficially. The dragonfly is a symbol of knowing who you are and what you want. Make decisions that are well informed and live a life to the fullest without regrets. The affirmation for this card is, I am emotionally strong and I live my life without regrets. And the competition is all about drawing on your self-belief and mental stamina. Assert yourself and go after what you want. You need to maintain your position in work, business, sport, or study. Accept that there is a challenge ahead as you strive against others who ultimately want the same recognition as you. You may feel that you're struggling to keep your head above water as the opposition gains ground, but you are encouraged to defend your position without compromise or negotiation. You need to find the courage, you need to find persistence, you need to find determination that will ultimately lead you to victory. And the affirmation for this card is, I have the competitive edge to overcome my opponents. And let's see what the Energy Oracle can clarify for us. I've pulled one Energy Oracle card and we've got victory. That is very, very poignant from the divine. I really love this message. The victory card is all about obviously success and achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory crown in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a great outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy the sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every single level. What an amazing card. And it kind of brings everything together. It makes everything, all the things that you've been through, all the things that you've gone through, all the things that you've had to put up with, all the things that you've had to be challenged by. Victory is worth it. It's truly a wonderful, amazing card. I absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I hope to see you next time.